So in this section we will see the mapping variables to encoding. Suppose we are having the particular data. Now it is necessary that we should know the types of data. For that we will need a guide in order to determine which visual encoding method is best for you. Now we can see in this particular diagram that the proper guidelines are given that which data should be mapped according to the image. We can see this is nominal, ordinal, interval and ratio. So anytime we can use the positional data in its better interest. So however, positional data must not be taken lightly. Why? Because visualization is trying to indicate each and every complex data by the positions as well. So that's why this mapping variables to the particular encoding by nominal, ordinal and interval and ratio is used. When we are talking about for nominal data, no one values are important than the next. While position is the best, circles and squares that can be also helpful when you are trying to display the data. Talking about ordinal, now we are trying to map the data with an inherent ranking. So the light and dark cones are used for that because we are emphasizing on the data's importance by the shading. Then for interval and ratio, we are looking at the numerical values. So the best way to measure the values is through position or the particular length. So this is mapping variables to encoding. Now for that, it is necessary to choose the appropriate visual encoding. Now once you know the shape of the data, you can encode its various dimensions with the appropriate visual properties. So the different visual properties can be modified in different ways, which makes them good for encoding the different types of data. So the two key factors are whether a visual property is naturally ordered and how many distinct values of this property the reader can differentiate. So the natural ordering and number of distinct values will indicate whether the visual property is best suited to one of the main data types, that is quantitative, ordinal, categorical or relational data. And then we are talking about spatial data, so that is another common data type and that is usually best represented by the particular map. Now for this, natural ordering is also necessary. Now whether a visual property has a natural ordering is determined by whether the mechanics of visual system automatically assign an order or ranking to different values of that property. The software that makes these judgments are evaluating the independent order language, culture and conventional. So natural orderings are not to be confused with properties for which we have learned the social conventions of the orderings as well. Now when we are talking about natural ordering, the color is also necessary and color is not naturally ordered. This is somehow tricky one because color is not naturally ordered in our brains. That's brightness, lightness, luminance, intensity, everything is different in every color. So the strong social conventions about the color we are having, and that is ordering by wavelength in the physical world. But color does not have a non-negotiable natural ordering built into brain. So the misuse of color to imply the order is rampant and that don't comes under the common trap. So for that we can say that color is not a natural ordered thing. Then there are the distinct values. That is the main second factor which is considered while choosing the visual property. So the visual property is having how many distinct values that is necessary to be known. So we can see in the given figure, when we are choosing the visual property, we have to select the one that has number of useful differentiable values and an ordering similar to that of your data. So we can see the example position placement is there, text tables, lengths. For that each and every example, the encoding ordered useful values, quantitative, ordinal, categorical, relational data, how that performs, that is given. For size and area, for angle, for pattern, weight, color, shape, pattern, texture, we can see every data is having the particular distinct value. So that is considered that how the differential values and ordering similar of your data is there, and from that we are trying to choose the visual property. So for that also one more important thing is there, that is mapping of data types according to McKinley. So McKinley has prepared the chart, and that is showing the quality of mapping of the data types. So the task shown, we can see the quantitative, ordinal, nominal, all that are given, that are not relevant to all the types of data, but that are adding color more strongly, so that was not before. But for that reason, the color adds more informational value beyond the redundancy. So the few years ago, Dr. Andrew published the diagram where all this mapping of data types and all that are according to the McKinley. So these are the charts that are showing the quality of mapping according to the particular data type. So this is all about the mapping of data types, effectiveness of mapping, and the variables. Now in the next section we will see the case study. Thank you.